everyone, welcome to xxKim Yin Yoga. I'm Kim, and today we have yoga for Sagittarius, hips and thighs. To begin, on the mat in Baddha Konasana. Now, your Baddha Konasana might be up here, it might be down flat, wherever it is. We're just going to let gravity open the hips while we breathe. So, hands up over the head, lace the fingers, deep breath in, and exhale it out down to the floor. These are seated cat-cows. Deep breath in. Exhaling it out. Another deep breath in. And breaking free, I'm scooting back because we're going straight into it today, into a half butterfly. We're opening up, or getting ready to open up the hips, left hand on the right foot, and over we go into a side body stretch. Just feel that intensity over the back of the spine, over the kidneys. 3 deep breaths here. Exhale out the third breath. And the counter pose is the swap. So half butterfly, half wide-legged posture. Hand on the right leg and over we go. Find that other foot or some direction towards it. And stretching out this beautiful stretch all down the meridians here. One more deep breath in. And as we exhale it out, let's return to Baddha Konasana. Again, don't worry about where your knees are. Focus on your feet. For a moment, we're just going to give the feet some beautiful attention. Thumbs into the soles, the toes, all up the backs of the shins and around the ankles. Yes, this is the Pisces and Aquarius area of the body. Sagittarius rules hips and thighs, what allows us to move forward. So opening the hips opens that adventurous side to all of us and honors our desire for new horizons. Okay, from here, full wide-legged pose. Now, this pose, for you, your wide leg might be here. It might be here. It doesn't matter where it is. What matters is you feel an edge. That means, I'm scooching back because we're going forward. That means you find what gives you a feeling of opening in the hips. And from here, some of you are going to have hands up over the head and just forward you go. I need to put my hands down to support my back on these forward journeys. And you find your edge. That's your only job here. Find your edge. We're going down until you might be down on the kind of sphinx hands. You might be out here. You might be just flat on the floor. But wherever it is for you, find your edge. And we'll have some long, slow, deep breaths here. The floor is very cold. It's winter here, if you haven't noticed with my jumper. And I'm going to keep my head off the floor. Just allowing now for the feet to relax, the thighs relax. The breath deepens. And gravity and just the energy of nature is opening up the hips. a metaphor for opening to new possibilities. That optimistic, hopeful light that we see in the distance and are galloping towards. Three more long, slow, deep breaths. And filling the lungs full of air. And as we exhale out, give yourself all the support you need to bring yourself back up. Bring your feet around to Dandasana. Staff or stick pose allows our legs to be parallel to one another, which is what they want right now. All right, my toes are pointing up towards my body. There's so much energy in my legs. My heels are right up off of the mat. 3 breaths here. Quads are engaged. I'm keeping my spine at a right angle, if I can. If your hamstrings are so tight, you might be back here. That's okay. Slowly, you will find your Dandasana. Okay, exhale it out. Come on over to all fours. And from here, we'll get in a cat-cow or two, because they're that good for you. Deep breath in. Lift the chin, tilt the pelvis. For cow. Exhaling it out for cat. Deep breath in. For cow. Exhaling on out for cat. One more deep breath in. And back to neutral. I'm walking my hands forward and I'm just moving right on up into downward facing dog. You can pedal the feet to stretch the hello. Oh, downward dog. That's you. Stretch out the ankles. Your feet may not be flat on the ground. That's perfectly fine. That's fine. They're heading that way. Okay. And from here, move your left foot a little towards the midline. I'm not sure how this is going to work. And we're lifting the right leg and tilting the knee towards the ceiling. So we're opening up into this beautiful side hip opener with cat. Meow meow. I'm hoping he doesn't jump on my face right now. He's prone. We're supposed to be relaxing. 3 long, slow, deep breaths. You probably already have one in there. And as we exhale out the 3rd breath, rotate back around such that the pelvis is flat, and we're coming up into a lunge. I don't want to scooch him, so I'm just going to help my foot up into the lunge. And we're heading for dragon. So what we have here is handstand into this nice dragon. Looking forward, deep breath in, checking my leg, make sure it's pretty straight. And we're going to go into lizard or dragon sphinx. So I'm inching my right foot out, splaying it out, little duck foot. And then I'm coming down to my forearms in sphinx pose. Dragon sphinx. Sphinx. It's a wonderful hip opener. We'll have just a minute here. One more long, slow, deep breath in. And as we exhale out, I'm coming back up to all fours. Another quick cat-cat. Down into the cat. Stretch it out, and as I come up, I am back into my downward facing dog. Starting to feel a little bit looser in the down dog. Everything's opening up. Deep breath in here. Now I'm bringing my right foot a little bit towards the center. Up comes the left. Oh, it popped. My hip popped. Left foot, and over it goes into this knee pointing up. I'm trying to see if my knee's pointing up properly. I get very disoriented upside down, so I'm not sure where things are going. Oh, I can see my shadow. Knee pointing up. Opening that hip. I'm just letting gravity do its job. One more deep breath here. And as I exhale out, I am bringing that foot up into dragon on this side, into a lizard dragon. So lining up here, I am going to splay my left foot open and come right down to the sphinx forearms. So my hands are in sphinx, my right leg is straight out behind me, and left lizard leg is getting the major hip opener. I'll just be here a minute. Let everything relax. Three long, slow, deep breaths in. And as I exhale the third breath out, I am coming right back up into my tabletop position. And from here, we're just going straight into Balasana, a beautiful child's pose. Have a little rest. Just a little rest, a little cat nap. I was going to say 3 long, slow, deep breaths here, and I think we probably already done that any. Okay. Deep breath in. As we exhale it out, up we come. And we're just going to push right on over into a froggy. Let's scoot up here from a froggy. So feet flat on the mat, and your frog, it doesn't matter where you are with it. You may not be down this low for your hips. It doesn't matter because we are planting our hands and we're going straight on up into a dangling forward fold. Virtasana. You can bend the knees as much as is comfortable for you. If you want to, depending on where your edge is, if you want to try to work a bit on your hamstrings for these last few breaths, go ahead and push right into those hamstrings. Let's get some activation of the hyaluronic acid as we stretch the fascia, releasing this wonderful little protein chain that allows for plumpness in all our cells. It's so hydrating. 3 more deep breaths in. As I exhale the third one out, plant the hands, and I'm just going to do a little cat stretch here, and then splay the feet wide out, and I'm coming down into a squat. Again, it depends on where you're at with your squat. If you can get on in with your elbows into the insides of your knees, Anjali Mudra to the sternum, that's awesome. You can do an isometric here with pressure pushing into the elbows. My elbows are keeping those knees from collapsing. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. 1 more deep breath in. And exhaling it out to Vishnu's couch. Turn around this way for me. I've got my hair caught on my bobby pins. I've got my hands under my bum, so the back of my pelvis is activating these already pretty alerted meridian points as I roll the hips back and forth in a windshield wiper, nice and slow. No rush. It's not torrential rain out. It's just a slow windshield wiper, pressing weight right across the backs of my knuckles. Okay. Scooching on down for Sleeping possum, legs up the imaginary wall. Up they go. Point, point, point to the ceiling. Stretch it up and then relax it down. Go ahead and bend the knees so this lumbar spine is flat against the mat. Arms are up and wrists are flopping forward in zombie. Everything is resting and relaxing and melting into the mat. 3 deep breaths here. As I exhale out the 3rd breath, I come up into my hedgehog, a tiny little hedgehog, wherever your hedgehog is. And then we're going to bind it. We're either binding it here or bind it, here's the timer, binding it here. Knees into the elbow creases holding it in, isometric. And exhaling it out. Full rainbow arch of the spine. And bringing it on down, we're going to do Wiggle-asana to finish up the hips. Hips are the epicenter. My pelvis is rocking, it's shimmying from side to side, fishtailing the feet. Legs shimmying, the shoulders are loose, the rib cage is loose, the internal organs, shaking it on out. Deep breath in. And exhale everything out. Feel the energy. Feel it all vibrating through you. Every molecule of your body is alive. Now let's give some gratitude to every single cell that makes up the outer vehicle that carries you around every day. Shavasana. In a moment of gratitude, bless your life. Bless your physicality, your spirituality, your intellect, everything you manifest, everything you experience, and open to the infinite possibilities ahead. Anjali Mudra, thumbs to the forehead. Deep breath in. Thank you for joining me in this beautiful hip opening Sagittarius Yin Yoga.